Hello future teachers! Welcome to our third rationalization and P2. So my name is Maria Christine Jane M. Painyo, and now we are going to tackle and analyze two subjects which are Gen 003, Science, Technology, and Society, and Math 152, Mathematics in the Modern World. So let's begin our question number 1 in Gen 003, Science, Technology, and Society. During this stage, all humans were hunter-gatherers. Letter A, Iron Age. Letter B, Stone Age. Letter C, Bronze Age. Or letter D, Middle Ages. So let's have our rationalization for this item. The Iron Age was a period in human history that started within 1200 BC and 600 BC, depending on the region, and followed by the Stone Age and Bronze Age. During Iron Age, people across Europe, Asia, and parts of Africa began making tools and weapons from iron and steel. Life centered around farming crops and animals, and other essentials were grown or made locally. Many settlements have evidence of craft and activities such as weaving, pot making, and metal working. This is the image during Iron Age. During Stone Age, people living in this time had two main concerns, which are food and shelter. They are hunter-gatherers. This means that they either hunted the food that they needed or gathered food from trees and other plants. People are called cavemen. They were no permanent settlements during the Stone Age because people moved around from place to place so that they could get their own food and shelter. This is the image during Stone Age. During Bronze Age, people learned to tame horses. Around the boats carried people, animals, and trading goods. They were loaded with metal from mines, precious swords, pots, and jewelry. Some farmers traveled on horseback or used wooden carts pulled by horses or oxen. This is the image during Bronze Age. During Middle Ages, the majority of the people are farmers. They were local lords who lived in a large house called manor or a castle. Local peasants were called the lord's villeins, which was like a servant. Peasants grow crops such as barley, wheat, and oats. They had gardens where they grow their vegetables and fruits. They also had few animals such as chicken for eggs and cow for milk. This is an image during Middle Ages. Going back to our question number 1. During this stage, all humans were hunter-gatherers. So the correct answer for question number 1 is letter B, during Stone Age. Again, during Stone Age, people living in this time had two main concerns, which are food and shelter, and they are called hunter-gatherers. Moving on to our second question. What is the name of the first or Old Stone Age? Letter A, Neolithic. Letter B, Paleolithic. Letter C, Mesolithic. Or letter D, Stone Age. So let's have our rationalization for this item. What is Neolithic? The Neolithic or New Stone Age was a period of human development from around 10,000 BCE until 3000 BCE. This is the last part of the Stone Age. Just remember Neolithic or New Stone Age. Letter B, Paleolithic. The Paleolithic, also spelled Paleolithic, period, also called Old Stone Age. Again, Paleolithic is also called Old Stone Age. It is characterized by the use of rudimentary cheap stone tools. Letter C, Mesolithic, period, or Middle Stone Age, is an archaeological term describing specific cultures that fall within Paleolithic and Neolithic periods. Or letter D, Stone Age. Stone Age is divided into 3 periods, which are Paleolithic or Old Stone Age, Mesolithic or Middle Stone Age, or Neolithic or New Stone Age. The transformation from a culture of hunting and gathering to farming and agriculture. Going back to our question number 2, what is the name of the first or Old Stone Age? So the correct answer is letter B, Paleolithic. Again, Mesolithic means Middle Stone Age, Neolithic means New Stone Age, and Stone Age is divided into 3 periods, which are Paleolithic, Neolithic, and Mesolithic. So we are done with our review in Gen 003. Let's move on Math 152, Mathematics in the Modern World. Question number 1. Complete this statement. A fractal is a blank pattern repeated over and over. Letter A, complicated. Letter B, complex. Letter C, simple. Or letter D, chaotic. So let's have our rationalization for this item. What are fractals? A fractal is a kind of pattern that we observed often in nature and in art. As Ben Weiss explains, whenever you observe a series of patterns repeating over and over again at many different scales where any small part resembles the whole, that is a fractal. So fractals are exciting, not only for their mathematical or conceptual representation, but also for the fact that you can visualize the math and it is beautiful. The repetition that occurs in a fractal is called self-similarity. So let's have 3 examples of fractals. These are the examples of fractals. So going back to our question number 1, complete this statement. A fractal is a blank pattern repeated over and over. So is it chaotic? Is it complex? Or is it complicated? So the correct answer for question number 1 is simple. Again, a fractal is a simple pattern repeated over and over. Moving on to our last question. Which of the following is an example of fractal patterns found in nature? So since you already have an idea on what are fractals, let's begin our rationalization for this item. And I'm going to show you the images with A, B, C, and D. So this is an image of bumblebees. So is it an example of fractals? This is the image of snowflakes. So do you think this is an example of fractal? Letter C, dolphins. So what do you think? Is it an example of fractal? Letter D, rocks. So what do you think? Is it an example of fractal? Again, fractals are a repeated pattern over and over again. They are not complicated, complex, or chaotic. They are simple. So the correct answer for question number 2 is letter B, snowflakes. Snowflakes is an example of fractal. Why? Because it is a repeated pattern over and over again, and it is not chaotic, complicated, or complex. Unlike bumblebees, dolphins, and rocks, they are not an example of fractals. So thank you, future teachers, for watching this short review. So before I end this video, I'm going to leave you a message. Our difficulties today will surely brighten someone's mind one day. So thank you again. Have a great day ahead, future teachers, and fighting.